Welcome back to the Tech Wrap Up. We just had a few technical difficulties, so yeah, hopefully we don't have any more. Yeah. So let's get into our first topic, if everything's gonna work, of course. Okay. Where's my script? Here. The EU is banning non-removable phone and laptop batteries. So this came up a couple of days ago. So it's going to take effect in 2027, and it's approved. So the EU has approved a ban on the sale of laptops and phones with non-removable batteries. The ban has been introduced to... keeps on scrolling away from me. In order to extend the life of laptops and phones, I guess, and reduce environmental damage. It will enter into force in 3.5 years. Okay, so bit of a hot take here. I don't particularly like this. Because, for one, you can still replace your phone and laptop's battery today. It's not like you can't. You've just got to undo a few screws and that's it. Might not be the easiest way to do it, but you can still do it on most laptops. But I think the EU's trying to go back to how it was like 10 years ago when all laptops you could just move these latches and the battery would come sliding out. But I've got some phones here, as you may or may not have noticed. And yeah, in phones it takes up way more space to have removable batteries as well, which means less battery life. So expect a big trade-off in battery life in 3 years. So look at how much space this takes up in this phone. I'll shift over to this camera for having a removable battery. Yeah. In phones without a removable battery, of the extra space can be used up with more battery capacity, giving you more battery life, and therefore better customer satisfaction. So yeah, I think I've talked a bit too much about this. What do you think, Fast?
I definitely think it's a bad idea. I mean, removable batteries are not renewable, like, at all. In fact, it'll just promote more littering and stuff, with you having to buy new batteries because they have less capacity, meaning they'll be charged more, meaning they'll die faster.
And you'll potentially have to store batteries in your bag, in a bag or something that you bring with you, so that you can get that battery life back. But what if it's left under the sun or something? It's a fire risk, isn't it? Or if there's a metal thing in that bag, that could come in contact with the battery. Like that could cause a short circuit and potentially a fire. So yeah, that's not great. Yeah.
I just disagree with it in general.
Yeah.
I think it's a really bad
The
change.
EU has been doing some stupid things recently. Like the mandating USB-C. Well, if there's a better connector. Yeah. And USB-C isn't that durable. It can get damaged a lot easier than lightning. Oh. So yeah. Maybe the EU should be the ones designing these devices and see how hard it is to change the ports of something. So, yeah. They're not the ones designing these devices. It's not really where their noses belong. Yeah. Unless they've got, like, a tech advisory council or something with people who actually know what they're doing. Yeah.
It's just a bunch of legislation they're
Yeah.
making to look better. Happens.
Yeah. Well, that might be one reason why the UK did Brexit. So that they didn't get regulated.